What's up, everybody? Welcome to the Dream Council podcast, and this is episode 52 of Dream Council Live. My name is Desmond, the administrator of Dream Council, and on this morning's show, we're going to be catching up with East Coast's KOF Malik. Right now, he's in Texas, and we're going to see what's up with him. We haven't heard from him from a long time, so we're going to kind of see what's been in the air for him. And some future plans, and also just to kind of catch up with all of y'all, because it's been a while since we had a podcast. It's been maybe like a month or so before Evo, when I was talking with Penny. I think that was the last time we had a podcast. So this is just to touch base with y'all, and maybe even kind of throw some ideas in the air for some future episodes, because I have some in mind that'll be very fun and helpful. So let's introduce our guests. Firstly, we gotta introduce Malik. What's up, Malik? Let me unmute him. Yo, what's up, man? How you doing, man? Dang it. All right, let me try to see what's up with Sendo. Sendo, you here, bro?
It just went back to mute. Hello?
Yeah, what's up, dude?
Yeah, it just went back to mute. I don't know why I did that, but
Oh, I don't know either, man. I try to unmute it.
that was weird. Should I tell Sindo to unmute?
All right, yo, Sendo, if you could hear us, unmute if you could. Trying to unmute him, but it's all right for right now. But yeah, dude, yeah, good hear from you again. It's been a hot minute.
Yeah, it has been it's been
Y'all hear me?
Yo, what's up, man?
Oh, sorry. Okay. I thought I unmuted it, but I didn't. Okay.
Oh, it's okay, man. This is kind of like finicky technology, but it's all good. How are you doing?
I'm doing well, doing laundry.
Oh, word, that's great, man. Cool. Well, good morning to y'all, fellas. Before we get into the kind of the main discussion, what's going on with Malik, I want to throw out some of the promo and plugs real quick, and give shout outs. So, wait, are you on a computer, Malik, or are you on a phone?
I'm on my phone. Does it sound like it?
Oh no, I couldn't tell. I wasn't sure.
Oh, is that good? That's great.
All right. Well, let's see what we got here. All right, we got T-shirts for sale. $20, different designs. Go to dreamcouncil.spreadshirt.
I still have that shirt. The real inputs for real men.
Oh, you can see the images?
Yeah.
Oh, good. Okay.
I can't load images, but I can see them. Yes. I missed that shirt.
Oh yeah. Yep. This one right here. You can get them at dreamcouncil.spreadshirt.com. This one, this OK shirt, we just brought this back into the store. You can go ahead and get this one. I think it's like $15-20 as well.
I ain't see that one. That's new.
Mm-hmm. And we have this one with the kind of the slant logo. And yeah, back to this one. This is Freddy's shirt that he took a picture of a while ago, if y'all remember that.
Why is that an input for real men? I don't get it.
Because I don't know, because it's tough.
Yeah, for some people it's like really tough.
Yeah.
But we do it.
I remember the first time I saw that motion when I was like a little kid. I was like, "What the heck is that?"
I said the same thing. I was like, "This looks impossible. I can't do it."
Yeah, look like you gotta like twirl the arcade stick or the pad like a million directions or whatever. Because I remember just seeing like a Hadouken motion. You know what I'm saying? And that just looked foreign to me. So
yeah.
Oh yeah, and this is the regular kind of logo that doesn't have a slant. And this is the buttons again. This is kind of Milito rocking shirt. And this is Louis Cha and Mysterio, or I should say Mysterio and Louis Cha rocking the shirts that we sent to them after they won NEC. And the last NEC, if I clearly recall.
Yeah, that was last NEC.
Yep. And want to send a couple of notices to people. We had a KOF 2002 Unlimited match Steam battle. This was like last week or so, if I remember. And Jakai, he got first place, and we sent him some stickers. So go ahead and download the game, and we'll have another Steam battle maybe next month or so. And oh yeah, buy King of Fighters 98 Ultimate Match Final Edition on Steam. I think it
Now,
should
question.
be like, yeah, what's up?
Is this the Tugeki version or just like Final Edition? Or Final Edition is the Tugeki version?
Well, Togeki refers to the 2002 version, but this is
Oh,
the
it's
final,
on K2UM.
yeah, this is final edition of UM. So yeah, it's the upgraded version.
Oh, they nerfed Krauser?
Yeah, they nerfed him quite a bit.
Okay. Blitzball.
So yeah, go ahead and check it out. The netcode is good. As long as you aren't trying to play coast to coast or trying to play across the ocean, it's fairly decent and stable. And oh yeah, next Sunday we're doing King of Fighters 13 Steam Battle, and it's on the 30th. That's a Sunday, and it's 2 p.m. Central, 3 p.m. Eastern, I think 12 Pacific. So go ahead and join us. You can find more information on dreamcouncil.com and in the forums if you go. Oh yeah, shout outs to Chatwing, where you can chat with us on the Chatwing app on your smartphones. I'm actually about to see who's in the chat right now.
I have a smartphone, so I can download that. that's
Oh,
funny.
you didn't? Oh yeah, you didn't have a smartphone for a minute, right?
I didn't. Yeah. Now I'm like kind of up to date with technology, so now I'm just
Oh,
like,
word.
oh crap.
So,
Yeah,
so you just
I
had
can
like
do these things. Like I downloaded Pandora. I was like, oh, I can use this.
for a while, so you just had like a flip phone.
Not a flip phone, but a very basic phone. Like it was like a smartphone, but it was like I had no internet on it because like my grandmother just got it from like Walmart and stuff, and I was just like, yeah, well I'm gonna get a new phone anyway, so I'll wait.
Oh, I see. Okay, cool, man.
Now we're here.
All right, great. Okay, and also on your smartphone, you can download Tap of Talk. You can view the forums on your smartphone very easily, and send messages and posts and stuff like that. And oh yeah, here's the poster for the Steam battle. Yep, and it's on again it's on the 30th of this month, and it's 2 p.m. And again, more information on the front page of Dream Cancel and in the forums. There's a link where you can hop in the Steam group chat where you can play with us on Sunday. So come on by. Oh yeah, shout out to Team Chaos. I really like this logo, so that's why I put it up here.
It reminds me of like 11.
Oh yeah.
Like the KOF 11 cover.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
I like that game. I know I'm evil. I'm a for liking that game.
Word.
Hey.
Oh man, I'm hearing some.
Echo?
Yeah.
On my end or
Let me see. Wait. Yeah, it's coming from you.
it's coming from me? Okay, yeah, I think I'm gonna have to go mute sometimes. So people like in the background.
Do you have like headphones on?
Negative.
Oh, okay, all right. So yeah, it's coming straight from the speaker to the mic. All right, cool. Let's keep going.
Like when I was muting, like you should
Yeah.
be able to hear. You said you still can?
So what?
You
Yes.
still hear the echo?
Yeah, it's pretty strong.
Damn. Okay.
Damn it, Malik, can't you do anything right?
No, I can't. I don't have my supplies.
Oh man.
I'll go mute for now. See if that helps, and if not, I'll just hang up the call and come back.
All right. I mean, if you get like earphones or something, because yeah, it was coming straight from the speaker. It sounded like I was right next to me. But yeah, shout out to Rojanaji Gunsmith. And let's see. Oh, shouts to MexiKOF. And what other shouts we can give? Well, actually,
Dirty Do Team Lago.
you can shout them out because dang, I don't have the logo on me right now, man.
Oh, I don't, but I can still just say it.
Okay, yeah, man. Yeah, for sure, dude. Yeah, shout out to all the KOF communities I may not have mentioned. Um, it's been a while since I've done a show, so I had to like kind of reload a lot of these like little logos and stuff like that
It's all right, man.
to make
It's all
sure.
gravy.
Yeah. To make sure we shout out the family. All right. Oh yeah. NEC 16.
Woo!
Yeah, Malik. Yo, you know the date?
Um, First off, how's the echo right now?
It's good.
Okay, so there is none.
Well,
I don't hear any.
I don't hear none either.
Okay, good. I just switched the mode. Okay. The NEC date hasn't been it's switched from the original, so it should be the 11th through the 13th now of December.
Okay. And they changed venues, right?
Yes. Capcom is actually assisting Biggie Gaming out because of that little thing that it's just the coincidence of it being on the same day.
Yes.
It was quite unfortunate, but those things happen.
Right.
So.
Okay.
That'll be that weekend. Yeah, September 11th through 13th. I'm right.
Right. Because I remember you told me or whatever, and I was like, oh man, what's going to happen? So I'm glad it got resolved.
Yeah, no, it was gonna happen regardless, still, but
Right.
So.
Okay. Let me see real quick. I wanted to show an event that's happening this weekend. I think in the West Coast.
Yeah, I think there's something going on there, like round one league or something.
It's some called like Neo Geo Land or whatever. And,
oh, that other event. Yeah, I know what you're talking about. I don't know the name of it, but yes.
Yeah, let me see. Because the thing is, the dude that posted it up, he doesn't have a he didn't like something happened to the link, man, to the YouTube link. So yeah, I don't know what's going on with that. So let me see if I could load up the Dream Cancel post, because yeah, people have been kind of slinging the post around, and there's no like logo or anything like that. So let me see if I could screen share it just real quick for people watching. Where we at? Okay, and it's the 29th, so that's actually a Saturday. So I'm gonna screen share real quick.
Oh man, my legs are so ashy. Whew.
All right, cool. Here we go. And the dude that is hosting it or works for the game center's name Nostalgic, and it's Neo Geo Land, KL13 2002 UM at the UGC in North Hollywood. And entry fee is like $3 for KO13, entry fee for other games, and he has a bunch of other games that he wants to run if he has time, or if there is time. Like there's 98 UMFE, 11 Neo Geo Battle Coliseum, SVC Garou, Breaker's Revenge, Roy Heroes Perfect, Fatal Fury 2.
That sounds like the poverty fest right there, son.
Yeah, that sounds like a whole event. Like I don't think. I mean, anyway, sorry. Continue.
Yeah, Real About Fatal Fury 2, Carnal's Revenge, Last Blade 2, Ultimate 11. What's that?
What?
It says Ultimate 11 for PC.
Stuff I never heard of.
I don't know what that is. And then Samurai Showdown 5, and he has a schedule right here, and it's he has the phone number and address right here. So go on Dream Cancel, then go to upcoming tournaments and events, and you'll find it. And it seemed like some people talking about it on Facebook and whatnot. Now I was on Romance's stream, and he posted it up. So I think they're trying to see what's up with it.
Romance?
Yep.
Oh, always mess with him like that.
Oh, Roman, yeah, dude, yeah. He's just the nicest person ever, man. But when he plays you, man, he's not nice.
That's how it should be.
In the game, he's not nice.
I feel like Mystadio's the nicest person, but when he plays you, he's even meaner.
That's how a lot of people
That's
are.
his true self. That's his true self coming out.
Yeah, like James Jr., man, like he's super chill, super nice, but when you play him,
That dude's a wild boy, son.
Yeah.
He's a wild boy. I'm like, ooh, he crazy.
yeah.
I thought I was crazy.
Same with like Soul Chris. Like I remember playing him online and like talking with him on the podcast. He's just hella chill, but just when you play him, I'm like, dude, it feels like I'm playing Marvel or something, man. This is a whole different video game. And oh yeah, Mario too. Yeah, Mario. Yeah. He's the same way. Like he's just hella funny.
Yeah.
Like, he just tear you up.
Hey man, that's how people act in like when it comes to instinctive situations. So
Yeah. Yes, indeed. But yo, let's get into the kind of main topic at hand, man. So Malik, dude, you've been kind of away from the FGC the scene for a while, man. Can you share with the people what you've been up to lately?
well, for those that don't know, I mean, our community's not so big, but it's a decent size. I've actually I joined the military, and that was around a little bit after the middle of May, and like I had made the decision to, and what is it, around like February when I talked to a friend who just came back from the Marines. So I was pretty much just trying to get my life together first, because it's like, man, I have so many ideas and things I want to do for, not only just my life, but the scene as well, specifically with 13 KOF in general and stuff. So, I was just like, how am I going to be able to like execute all this when I can't even take care of myself? So pretty much from the time like I had left, because I know like when I left New York like around July last year, a lot of activity died out from me, and like no one really plays in Georgia, so I'm kind of like by myself. So that's pretty much what happened. Like moved to Georgia, was trying to look for work and stuff like that, but economy's different down there.
Yeah,
it's cheaper, but with work and stuff, you gotta network even harder. So, and you gotta be in the right situation at the right time. And couldn't really play 13 that much because I would practice, but I'm just like, man, like you do have to have an incentive to play, because just playing CPU sucks. Like I actually tried to run Steam Edition, but I don't really have a laptop. I didn't have a laptop that could run it, or my desktop, so I was just kind of SOL in that department, and I would only get to play with my friend Corey. Shout out to him. He goes by he's playing Zerd now as well. He changed his name to like He May Cut. And
he was on a podcast before, right?
Yeah, Corey was on the podcast.
Yeah,
with a few of the other Georgia guys. So, but yeah, he's pretty much the only one that'll play with me. I have another friend, Vince. He's kind of casual though. Like he'll play if you ask him, but he's not like adamant to play it like I am, or like when Corey's like, "Yo, let's play." So
yeah,
it was just a little rough, Like play with a friend Kent too. He was on the podcast, Riox, but he stopped playing to get his life together too. But I don't think he has any intentions of wanting to play anymore. It's kind of sad because he was kind of good. He just needed to like optimize certain combos or whatever. So
right.
But it happens. It happens. So right. Pretty much that's what I've been up to. When Zerd came out and I finally had the money to buy it, I was playing that a lot, and I'm still playing Zerd. Actually, just came from a tournament locally, or a little comic shop. Mm-hmm. I got second there. I'm surprised I did decent. Can you hear me?
Yeah, I can hear you, bro.
Yeah. Oh, okay. Oh no, I'll just make sure. So yeah, I was playing Zerd there. They had a 13 cabinet. I thought it was a climax, but it was vanilla. So I was just like, yeah, vanilla 13, like with Broken Raiden and K-Dash and Elizabeth.
Oh, the SoCal 13 from back in the day, that 1v1 shit.
Yeah, it was a cabinet of that. So I was like, yeah, man, I can't really practice.
Oh man, it shouldn't be too hard to get climax on there.
I mean, it shouldn't. I'll ask the owner. He said he updated it, but I was just like, because he said he updated it. I was like, okay, well, I should see like Psyche and Billy. They weren't there. I was like, oh, okay, this is original arcade. And there was no EX Kyo or EX Yori. So.
Ooh, yeah, that's that struggle KF13, man. Yeah.
That struggle. Still got all the characters, but yeah, I guess so.
That's when they had like those weird hitboxes when you cross up or whatever. Those weird cross up hitboxes. You can cross up in the front. Yeah, they fixed
that, and it had cool noises too. Like I like the noises it used to make.
Word. And Kim wasn't all super broken either. I mean, not broken, but like he
was in top tier.
Yeah, he was kind of in the middle. Word. But yo, where are you at right now, man? If you like to tell people.
Well, I'm currently in San Antonio. I'm not gonna give the exact location, but yeah, I'm in the San Antonio like general location.
Right.
Pretty much stuck here until I'm finished with my tech school.
Right. Okay.
That won't be till the end of October.
Cool. How do you like it in Texas compared to East Coast?
Oh, it's freaking hot, dude. Like, I was just telling I was telling. It is, man. Like
it is. It's interesting. I mean, to me, I can't. I've been here for years and I still don't do well with this heat. But it's like, Anyways, continue. So.
Dude, it's so hot. It's so hot. I just weighed myself yesterday. I've slimmed down 12 pounds, and that's kind of a lot for a guy my size. And then I went down like 2 waist sizes, so like I have to get a new pair of jeans and like a belt.
So the heat like burnt.
Yes.
Fat.
I mean, I work out, but like I'm gonna be real. Like we stand outside a lot, and it's a lot of like we walk a lot of places too. And then when you're sweating and walking, it's just like, and we're wearing like kind of thick layers of clothes too. So it's like being out here, walking, sweating, and it's like it adds up. Because I did want to lose a little weight, but I was like, wow, I lost more than I kind of wanted to. Like, and I'm probably gonna lose more. So.
Wow, man.
Yeah, it's pretty hot. It's hotter than Georgia. Like, I tell you that for sure.
Right. And you also said, man, like the size, like the sheer size of Texas is just like, you telling me how like enormous, right?
I think Texas is like, if it's not the biggest state in the U.S., it's like it's like top 3. That state is freaking huge.
I mean, if you count Alaska, Alaska's the biggest. But I mean, I'll put into terms for you. I drove to Vegas, me and some friends from Houston, for Evo 2013, and we drove from Austin. So it was a 23-hour drive. 11 of those hours is leaving Texas.
Man, it's like a whole region.
Yeah, I know. I mean, anytime you want to go to another state, leaving Texas is at least half your trip, at least.
Unless you're taking a plane.
Yeah, unless you're taking a plane, of course.
Wow, that's kind of like
California, right. Yeah.
Same way, but it's like here in the Midwest, it's like us going to Chicago and not leaving Minnesota, kind of, you know what I mean?
Yeah. How long is where you are to Chicago?
Like 6 hours.
Yeah, that's Austin to Lubbock. That's Texas Tech.
Wow. So we'll be like going to Chicago, but we still in one state. Damn, that's crazy, dude.
Yeah.
Yeah, dude. Yeah.
So
that's like football travel. That's like football travel to the Big 12 conference.
Right. So I could imagine like how difficult it might be to kind of like touch base and play with other like players in Texas, and y'all live in all these different cities, and a lot of the cities are pretty major too, right?
Yeah, we're all. I mean, most of the players are split between Austin, Houston, and there's a little thing in San Antonio. There's not really anybody in Dallas.
Yeah, I was going to say, is there anyone in Dallas?
No, there's no one in Dallas. Actually, there's one person, but he's originally from Houston, so I always forget him. But he moved to Dallas, but he's he was in Houston most of the time. So I forget that he's there now, but yeah.
Oh wow, okay, that's interesting. All right. So recently, y'all was playing, man. Can y'all tell me a little bit about you were looking for players in the league. How's that been going for you?
Pretty good. Vicio showed up. Sindo showed up. I think his name is Yachinator. Jose, he showed up. He's been playing Zerd more, he says, but he's all right he's not bad in 13. He beat me in a first whatever we played, so it's not that bad. But it's like I could tell he hasn't been playing 13, but it's been going all right. I was just talking with Sindo earlier. I was like, can we, do you think we could possibly get a tournament going like for Labor Day weekend, since that's like a 3 or 4 day weekend for many people.
Right.
So that would be really, like, I'd like to play in the tournament before, like, because I don't think I can make NEC, and I actually had plans on doing a battle royale when I go to New York to visit. I'm not sure how that actually will end up. It all depends on my funds and stuff, but it depends on my funds and if they're doing a TSB that month, well, that same week that I come there. Because if they do if there's a TSB that same week, then I'll probably just have them because I communicate, I network with a lot of the guys, so I could be like, hey, I want to throw a 13 tournament, like I'll run it, and I just want to get people to play while I'm here. So they'll do that, and if it's not a battle royale, there'll at least be there will be a tournament that weekend. I go to New York, like guaranteed, and I'm gonna try to get someone to stream it. Arturo already asked me, one of my friends talked to Arturo for me. He was just like, yeah, just tell Malik to hit me up, and I was like, all right, so I'm gonna hit up Arturo, see if he can stream it or whatever.
Mm-hmm.
So I've been, like I said, man, now that I have, like stable funding and, I feel better with my life. I could just like focus on my job and, not worry about extra stuff like home situations, like, oh, this and that and the other. It makes things a lot easier for me to plan out.
Word, that's very good, man. And also, you contributed a little something for NEC, right?
Yeah, just a little bit. I don't want to go too much, but it's just Dream Cancel. We contribute because this is a community effort and it's a movement. I want people to keep playing. Like, I want people to have that fire in them again. Like, maybe I can shake some people up in my home state to be like, yo, like, Malik is playing and he's doing the military thing and, he's doing his life thing. He's finding time to play. Like, we have no excuse. Like, I don't want them to be like that, but whatever gets them, the juices flowing. Like, I want there to be tournaments again. Like, even if it's just a monthly or, gatherings once a week or once every other week or something. I'd prefer weekly gatherings or just people putting their time aside, to play, man. Because I'm really hungry to play, yo. Like, and
right, that's
good. That's why I say I'll do what I can for the community. But I want people to, I want community incentive to step up. I want people to, do things that they can. I don't want just people giving up, because once one person stops, then, everyone else is going to stop. And I know I've said certain things about, how I feel about the community, and it's some things I still feel are true. But the way I look at it like this, it's like, we all know Melee, like, made it back to EVO, and that game came out in 2001 with no net play.
Right.
On a freaking GameCube, on a CRT. If that game can get almost 1,000 numbers, then why can't a game that has a PC release and a 360 and a PS3, PS3 release, like, why can't we just, keep our incentive alive? Why can't we keep going?
Yeah.
Even if no one else in the world is playing like that, that's what gives me the drive to keep pushing for this community stuff. I just look at Melee because, I like Smash Brothers, and I really enjoyed the competitive scene, like, for Melee. Like, I was kind of like into the old school stuff, like PC Chris, like Sephiroth Ken, Curry, KDJ, all those guys. Yeah, I'm talking about Melee stuff right now, but point is, they've been playing for that long, and, like, even though SNK and KOF games haven't been really popular in the States, it's a good game, and we have, we use modern technology. And even though Steam, I don't know how the netcode is. I don't,
It's it's decent. I mean, it's playable. It's definitely playable. It's just playable to me as, like, Street Fighter.
Yeah, well, see, there you go. Like, if we have that, then why can't people make, community efforts to, have weekly sessions and monthly, tournaments and stuff like that? Like, why can't we do that? Like, it's all about people putting their priorities. Now, if you got life issues going on, well, obviously you got to handle that so you can do what you like. But, once you're done with that, then there's literally no excuse at that point. And that's pretty much what, we gotta come together, man. Like I love this game. Like I like KOF in general. Like I said, if I were to one day own my own shop or something, I would run 98 tournaments, 97 tournaments, 2K2 tournaments. I'd run a bunch of stuff for that. It's just, keeping your community strong and going. And, I kind of feel like, it's like my friend said, I don't, mean to sound full of myself, but I'm that guy that, like, kind of gets the ball rolling because I'm like, yo, I'm trying to play. Like, who's trying to play? Like, I'll ask everyone around. It doesn't matter. Like, I'm getting an answer.
Yeah.
You need that persistency. The community needs that persistency. Like, and and I would encourage people who didn't like 13 to try it, because I actually talked to Vicio this weekend. He was just like, dude, a lot of people didn't like 13 because it's hard. And I hear that a lot. And for me, it's like, when I actually step back and look at it, it's like, damn, 13 is kind of hard, because it took me a year to be somewhat comfortable with the game. Like,
on a competitive level.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah. It's pretty challenging, but it's fun though. I feel like it's worth it because it's a game. You get really rewarded for reads, and it's like I feel like it is a bit executionally demanding, but it's just that's just the price that comes with it. You know what I mean?
Oh yeah, of course.
What's weird to me is that a lot of, telling back on what you said, is a lot of people say I used to like the old KOFs better, and this one is a little weird, and to me it's hard. I'm like, this one to me is way easier than the past ones. Like, I feel like the past ones, like the main ones, like there's not a lot of KOFs where you can 2B your combos to death.
Yeah, I mean, well, that's true. I mean, the thing is, if you're kind of used to one KOF and then you play another KOF that's a little different but still has kind of the same core engine, then it's going to feel a little weird. Because, like, to me, I feel like the old KOFs, they were hard in like, the right areas. You know what I'm saying? Like, you can't just, like, crouch beat somebody to, like, 70, 80% life if you have full meter. Like, crouch Bs in, like, the, like, 02 and 98, they were more, like, just pokes, Whereas in 13,
some bread and butters, like
yeah, like with
2B,
like
2B,
with like Iori and Kyo and like Chris and some other characters. Yeah, they can do pretty well from some crouch Bs in that game. But I know what you mean, and then the combos are way shorter, and like you can do a lot of the same combos in the corner and mid screen, whereas in KO13 there's a lot of different requirements. So yeah, it's definitely like preference, man. If some people feel that the old KOFs are harder, some people feel like this one is harder. It's just, if you really like it, then you'll put the time in to learn it, regardless how difficult it is.
That's how I feel. I actually like, because I actually like 98 and I like 2K2 I like all the games differently, and I love 13, because for me, like I said, I came from a different perspective. Like, I wanted to play a game I really liked that wasn't Street Fighter 4. Not saying I was anti Street Fighter 4, but I just like fighting games in general. And when 4 came out, it wasn't exactly what I thought it was gonna be. So when I saw 13 and my friends, we were going hard and melty, man. Like, we would play I kid you not, every weekend after I got off of work, we'd go and grind it out and stuff. I'm pretty sure people have heard the story, but it's just like, dang, man, I really wish we could play a popular game that we like, and it caters to our type of like freedoms as far as the engine goes and stuff. And then my friends Kara and Kane, they're like, yo, we're playing 13. And Joseph, who goes by Bloom of the Wolf on the forums, he has random handles, but most will probably know him as Psycha. He was just like, he played it too, and our friend Zeal, they played a little bit of it, and I was just like, well, you know what? I've always liked KOF. I like the characters. Like, sure, why not? I've always wanted to play a KOF game. So, and I was just like, man, this is about to have net play. It's gonna be on 360 and PS3. I'm like, yo, this is about to be the game, dude. Like, like me and Psycha had like really high hopes. Like, I think higher than like, well, Kira and them had high hopes too, but then they just, I don't know, they stopped playing after a while, and it was pretty much me, Psycha, and like Zil for a while. Zil, he'll play, but he stopped playing. It was mainly me and Psycha. But the main thing is just it's like, yo, that game, like, 13 is like, I still feel like it's the future. Like, you know what I mean? It's kind of like not really an unborn child per se, but like a young child that you got to mold.
Yeah. Word. Cool, man. Man, we've been playing this game for a while, dude. Like, I think we've been like riding really hard for this game, man. Even with like all these other games coming out, like when all these other fighting games that are being released and stuff, like all these anime games and all these other kind of almost side games that are coming out on PC.
Yeah,
You know,
Killer
like
Instinct, Mortal
yeah,
Kombat
like
10.
Rising Thunder and all this other stuff, man. We've been
Yeah, I don't know what that is.
me either, man. But we've been riding hard for this game, dude. And SNK is just like we don't know what's going on with SNK. I kind of wish Freddy was here, man, because like then we can
He
talk.
can give us more insight.
Yeah, about the whole acquisition thing and
Hint SNK. You should holler at Frederick Ling.
Yeah, I know. I have nothing really too much to kind of like say about SNK, man. Right now, I'm in the dark as everybody else. I don't know what's really going to happen with them, man. All I know is that we've been riding hard for this game for a minute, and
yes, throughout everything, even with my pissed off periods, I've still been
Yeah, we all had the little salty moments where we had to like take a break and stuff like that. But I mean, we've came back.
Yeah, you know what though? It's like I feel like if you really love this game, you can't ever just you can't escape. Like it's like Alex said, like you really can't escape it.
Right. Exactly. Even though like I like playing 98 UMFE and 2002 UM, like I still like to come back to this game, and just play. Because I really like it, you know what I'm saying? Because it's fun. There have been times, I ain't gonna lie, dude, there have been times where this game wasn't really like my thing for a little bit. Maybe because I was salty, because if you really,
man, this game won't do that to you, dude. Like
if you really love something, man, sometimes like you have to have like a period of where you just like
you need some separation. It's not like I hate you, I'll never do this again, but it's just, some words might be said you don't really mean or whatever.
Oh, yeah,
but
you get emotional. Yeah. I guess that's what I mean. Like I think we all had our little emotional periods of time.
I know well, not A3, but I know I did. And yeah, like A3 was like one of the main guys that kept telling me to play because I'm like, man, how can you? It's like you get salty, but you want to go even harder. Like how?
Yeah.
Like I get salty and I'm like, yo, I'm about to bust a blood vessel. I need to take a break.
I know, man. Yeah, dude. Yeah, but nowadays, dude, like the game's so much fun, dude. If I get beaten or if I just get just totally whooped, I mean, it's like. It feels good, you know what I'm saying? It's nothing like it. I don't get that emotional anymore. I don't get that salty, you know what I'm saying? It's just like, well, let me try again. You
know why? Yeah, the game. That's what I love about this game. It's still like at the end of the day, it's still honest. You know what I mean? Like
yup.
That's legit.
Yeah, exactly. But as you said, man, that people should give the game a try, man. I mean, this game has been out for almost how many? 4 or 5 years?
5 years, dude. Almost
on
6.
Console, or as a whole, like on like arcade console. You know what I mean?
Oh, on console, it's been out for a little over 4 years, probably 4.5. Well,
yeah, the first Evo was 2012 with it.
Yeah, and I remember 13 came out on console. I want to say October or November 2011.
Yeah, because it got delayed once.
Yeah, that's what happened. And I was working at NYU, so that's how I remember.
Right.
Because I remember going like straight there to a GameStop on my lunch break, just like, oh, dude, I was so hyped to get 13. I was like, oh my god.
Yeah. Oh man, I was feeling too.
I saw that case. I saw Ash and Elizabeth. I'm like, oh man, look at these pretty characters. Oh my god, these combos, I'm about to go in, son. Yeah,
but yo, my question was, what should someone do that's new to the game to kind of like get comfortable with it? You know what I mean? Because a lot of people they start playing KO13 and they get very like overwhelmed. Yeah, because I mean, even like when we have our Steam battles, we have like at least like 1 or 2 new people, and like it's like the first 2 weeks of playing, man, and they're just like talking down to themselves, and they're just talking about how
Well,
bad of a player they are. I'm like, yo, you just started a week
Yeah,
or
dude,
two
yeah,
ago,
I
man.
think part of the reason is that a lot of the games that are being created nowadays are
Yeah.
meant to be friendlier to everybody. And since KOF doesn't really do that the best, to say the least, it's kind of old school in that sense, in the sense that you can't just jump in it and all of a sudden,
You're
oh,
godlike.
yeah, not be godlike, but like when I played when I first touched Street Fighter 4, I was like, this is pretty simple. Like regular footsies, there's this random thing called focus, and then
Yeah.
if you're blocking and I hit you, I still have advantage, or I can cancel stuff. All right, let's go. I think fundamentals will be good enough. Like fundamental of just fighting game in general. Doesn't mean, of course, I was botting people or nothing, but KF doesn't really do that. And so since they are accustomed to that, they get frustrated with the fact that, oh, well, shit, well, this game is gonna require me to invest actual time in it. And then if they don't, and when you invest that time, you develop a more appreciation for the game. But
Yeah.
they want the other way around. They want to be good at it, and then since they're good at it, they'll start appreciating the game more without actually putting that much grind in it. And especially since the game isn't as hype, not hype in the sense that in terms of amount of people that play it. I mean, it's still a hype as fuck game to me. It's still the hype as shit. But in terms of the amount of people that play it, they don't see the investment, the return on investment that they would get from playing something else. Which, I mean, it's I guess it's fair. I can't get mad at someone for not having the same love of the game that we do.
But it seems that a lot of
we've been
new
playing
players.
for a long time though.
Yeah, but it seems like a lot of new players, they come from other games and they kind of feel like, hey, I'm good at this game and I gotta start all the way from ground zero in this game. Why am I not doing well
So hot.
in this game? But I play Street Fighter 4 or I play Marvel and I'm wrecking fools in that. Why do y'all think some people kind of have that feeling?
Honestly, because it was like Sindo was saying, it's just you get instant gratification, and when you get instant gratification, it's kind of like you become, it's like, do you really want to leave that? Because some people never. I came from the old school, so I'm used to hard games with inputs and stuff like that.
Yeah.
And, some people aren't. So it's like when they get that satisfaction, they're just like, yes, I don't want to leave what this game gives me. Some people play just for that, but some people play a game because they like it and they'll sacrifice. But the average player, I feel nowadays, they want that gratification and they want to play what a lot of people are playing.
Right. And plus, you got to keep in mind with KF13, like y'all said, the game just has more layers. Like Sendo said, with Street Fighter 4, it's kind of basic. One jump. Basic fussies. In this game, there's many different different kinds of levels to the game. You got pops, you got jumps, you got all the different normals, you got all your different defensive tools and whatnot. With the guard cancel CD, guard cancel roll, universal moves and stuff like that. So I do believe that it's a different beast if you're just playing one game and you're going to KOF 13. You do have to kind of learn it from scratch.
Well, also I mean Street Fighter 4 is easy to get decent at, and it's really it's a hard game to master.
Yeah.
And KOF, it's hard to get decent at, and then it's also hard to master. And especially right now, all the players that are left playing, we're all good. We all know what to do. So it's you go into this game where people are already kind of good at it, and you just get smacked back and forth. So it's not exactly
It's it's kind of like Melee. If you're playing Melee at this point, it's the average player is going to have a decent layer of knowledge on the game. You're not going to be able to cheat them.
Right. So what should a player do to not feel overwhelmed when they're kind of first starting? Should they just avoid playing a lot of the plus 3-year players, or
I disagree with that. I think you should play them in small portions. I'll say that, but if you can play someone, what really help? What is it? I talked with Listen and Minus. Shout outs to Chaz. Minus actually he played a lot with Listen in the beginning. when he was playing, because Liston had just started kind of like playing too. Like he wasn't really playing too much, but when Minus came back around and stuff, and he was just like, well, y'all playing 13, I'm gonna play 13 too. So it was like they're both very smart players, and like they're around the same like a similar. Liston had like a month ahead of him of experience, but that's not so bad in the beginning of 13 when all is like I feel like what you need to do as a beginner is set yourself with realistic goals.
Yeah.
And then have like don't discourage yourself. Don't be like, oh, I can't do this. They're so much better than me. Just be like, okay, look, I'm playing for this reason right here. Like, I'll take an example. Liston's goal was to not get OCV in the beginning, because Zidane at the time was like pretty much our best player on the East Coast. But when Liston would play, he would give him a hard time because he was just like, I'm going to work on my defense first, because I feel like in this game things get really hectic and I need to be aware of what's going on, So I might not be able to straight out beat him, but if I make him work, that'll give me more confidence to do other things. Like, find the area that I feel like finding an area that you might be weak in and tackling it, it'll boost your confidence up. Like, I feel like defense is a forgotten art in these games. So,
very, 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 very much so.
Thank you, man. And do I get a cup, man? No. Oh, I thought. Sorry. Hold on a second.
That's cool.
Thank you, man. Oh, it's a big cup. But yeah, defense is a forgotten art, and like, especially in 13, I feel like you really need defense in that game, or at least like, say, hey, I need to get hit by this X amount of times to know what's coming next time. So, work on that, and then and just when you're in training mode, because you're not gonna know HD combos, so practice HD combos on your own time. Bread and butters, like drop cancel 1 or 2 bar combos.
Yeah.
Practice those. Just take them things one step at a time. That's because people will be like, man, how'd you get so good? These top players did the same exact thing you're doing. Like they took stuff one step at a time. Some of them might have had more time than others because it might be their job or whatnot, or they were allowed a life situation that granted them that, but they were doing the same thing. Like, I wonder how this will work, or if this person does, theory fighting. Just thinking about the game, because if you really like something, you're gonna be kind of obsessive over it anyway.
Oh, yeah.
So it'll kind of like come natural.
Yeah.
So set just like I said, the biggest things for new players, set realistic goals. Don't be like, oh, I'm gonna take like I'm gonna take like 5 games off this guy.
Whole team tomorrow.
Yeah, I mean,
if I don't, I quit.
If you get one win off of him, that is an achievement in itself, because the amount of playtime that they put in compared to you it's like over 1,000. At least easily over 1,000 hours. So you do that, and like I said, work on defense. Like, I can't stress how important defense is. Like defense and neutral. So yeah, just do those things, man. Like, yeah, man. Like, for all the new guys listening, just keep playing. Like, if you don't like it, find a reason to like it. Like, or if you feel like you can't find a reason, well, at least you tried. You know what I mean?
Yeah, that is true. Yeah, that's very true. Cool. Sendo, you have any kind of further thoughts on that, as far as like helping new players not feel like super overwhelmed when they're starting?
I feel Malik pretty much touched on everything. I guess the only thing I would emphasize is I'm kind of hypocritical when I say this, but I really play characters I like.
Yeah.
I first pick characters I like, then characters that fit me. So like, I'll mess around with characters that I like, and then I'll find characters that I like and they fit me. And so I think some people just want to play characters that they see everybody pick, and then when they're like, and sometimes it works out. Like, everybody picks Kim, and Kim isn't exactly the most high-tech character. So, it works out in that sense. But then they want to pick people like Chin, or maybe Benny, and they're not exactly the easiest character. Like once you know the game, they're much easier. But for a beginner that doesn't know KOF, they're not exactly the most
Friendly characters.
characters, right? Exactly. And so I think we'll just like Malik said, we'll just need to take time. It's unfortunate that what really happened with the game is that the people that still like it play it, and all the people that I guess we lost in between were like, well, not really many people are going to play this game anymore, so they're going to quit. Like all like the middlemen of the game kind of dropped, unfortunately.
So the people that really didn't like it, I mean, kind of like lost interest in the game, kind of just don't play anymore. You feel?
Yeah, like I don't even think they lost full interest. They kind of just took quote unquote the easy way out. Like they're like, well, why would I invest so much time in this game when I can just play this game and there's more people and then I might win more monthlies and like I said, they don't see the return on investment, which like I said, I don't blame them. It just means they don't like the game as much as we do. But at least I guess commend them for being a shot. It's just I think people dropped the game when they thought it was dead when it was still very much still there.
Yeah, it was a lot of rumors and hearsay about the game. Like people thought karate was too overpowering and stuff like that, and that made me mad from the beginning because I saw that character. I was like, okay, he's going to be really strong. He's not impossible to beat, and I knew because I was just like, this kind of game doesn't like any character can win versus any character. Like the player has to be better. Like I'll be like, oh, look at Hisan-woo. They're like, he's Hisan-woo. He works for SNK. Yeah, but he put in the time. Like people ignore player skill and how much like time you input into something like that. When you input time into something, that can't be ignored.
Oh no, for sure. Like, and a lot of people I guess have that notion in every fighting game. And I guess in other fighting games, tiers are a little bit more important because you have it's 1-on-1, but KOF is 3-on-3. So you can't have if you only have one. Because I do think tiers matter, but tiers will never replace skill. Like, my team is not top tier. If I pick Flame, Karate, and Kim, I'm not gonna give Mysterio or Cha any better of a matchup just because I switch characters.
Yeah, right. They could beat you worse because they know the matchup that much better, and people don't
that and like
that.
Yeah,
exactly.
And plus like
my skill level with those characters isn't nearly the same as my other ones.
Yep, so, I was going to say that you're not used to those. You're not comfortable with those characters.
Right.
And you don't know them inside out.
Exactly. And so I think that's another thing that I guess people get carried away with a little bit. They're like, oh, and I really do believe. I don't care what no one says. Like anybody says, every game has a tier list. There has to be a balance up and down. But there's no.
This is going to be some characters that are just going to be stronger than others. That's the nature of anything competitive. Like, if you don't understand that, then what are you competing for?
Yeah, exactly. And I think, but there's no character in the game that I feel is unbeatable by any means. Like, by any means. I don't think Kim is unbeatable. I don't think Karate is unbeatable. I don't think Flamethrower is unbeatable. Like, every character can be beat, especially in a game that gives you resources to do so. And
there's really no excuse.
Yeah, exactly. And so it's not like it's not so much Marvel-ish where like X Factor Virgil is way better than X Factor it's not the same. The game gives you equal resources that affect characters more or less
differently.
Yeah. So
obviously the engine will make some characters stronger, but like KOF kind of has like the same thing. Like everyone has a role, everyone has a blowback, everyone has HD. So it's
right.
like, okay.
It's not like it's not Street Fighter 4 where one focus attack is way better and more useful than another focus attack of another character.
That's like with like Guilty Gear. Like, everyone know, like, I had a real beef with like Eddie because I'm like, man, this character's ridiculous. And don't get me wrong, I still, I actually went on a rant on Twitter about this, and some of those guys, I'm not gonna get into that, but basically I was just like, I think Eddie's like a BS character, and I think a lot of guys that like don't play Guilty Gear now are just mad because their characters aren't in it. And they were just like, you're saying Eddie's just that stupid? If that's the case, everyone will play him. I'm not, and I was just like, well, I'm not saying that everyone can just pick up and play him, but you can't deny the character's tools. Like, he's really strong. Like, he's extremely strong. And it was just like, well, that's just Guilty Gear. When a character gets their thing going, they get it going. But I'm like, this character neutrally is like it's so stupidly strong neutrally. And then he has like Oki that you have to hold. And for a while I was just like, yo, this character is stupid. But after coming back, pretty much after going through like basic and stuff like that and looking at the game again, I'm just like, well, the character's still really strong. I'm not going to change my opinion about that. Still feel like he's the best in the game, but he can be beat because of the game and what the engine allows. I feel like that's the most important thing to balance in the game, like the engine.
Mm-hmm.
I could be wrong, but I feel like from what I played, my history of fighting games and stuff, and I've been playing for a while, things that the game allows characters to do, to expand their options and stuff is really important. So that's why I say 13 is one of those games that people be like, man, karate's so ridiculous. And I'm like, you complain about karate, you should have played Marvel too. Should have played Storm and Sentinel, play against that. Like, play against Third Strike, Chun-Li, and Yun. Like, I played against that. That was not fun. You know what I mean?
Good points. One thing I've been telling a lot of people is that if you really want to, like, play a game and, like, competitively, you really have to, like, almost be a fan of it. Like, you have to have a connection to the game. Yeah. I mean, even if it's not, like, on some stuff where you was a little kid and you played the first iteration of a game and and then you like the new one. I mean, I still think like you could still become like a fan and really like the game even if you just saw it yesterday. Like it could just be something that you kind of you
saw one cool move and you're just like, man, this character's so cool. I want to do that to somebody. Like it's something simple like that'll keep you going.
Yeah. So I believe that the people that have stuck with KO13. And or even just playing other KOFs, the reason why they've like stuck with it is because they are fans of the game. You know what I'm saying? Like they like the aesthetic, they like the characters, they like the music, they like the feel of the gameplay. So
yeah, I like all of that. I can't lie. That kept me motivated during basic training. There were so many moments I was just like, man, K-Dash is so cool. Oh my god.
Right.
Like,
Exactly.
Like, look at this dude spitting out flame, Iron Trigger. Like, oh man, I can't wait to play 13.
Right. So the question is that like that I ask people, or even that I kind of have on my mind about certain people playing the game, is that do you really like this game? Are you a fan of this series? Are you a fan of the characters? Like, how much do you like this game to the point where you will stick with it even though the game is hard, even though there's like
the ROI is like, because I can tell you, man, I haven't seen no real ROI yet, and I put money and time into this game. But you know what? Like, I wouldn't get. Do I regret it? Nope.
Right.
I'm still pushing, man.
Right, but even to the point that like I said, like you'll put hours into the game, you'll play the game regardless of how many people play. Like because like the game. I mean, we do have somewhat of a small community. You know what I'm saying? Here in the USA. I mean, Mexico is is much bigger and much more has a bigger foundation, but like you'll play the game regardless of how many people are playing. Like I mean, there have been times I'll play like Melty. I used to play Melty by myself.
Me too.
I used to play just boss rush mode. I used to practice combos, watch videos, even though like I'll play in a tournament once a year out of state. But it's just the point that I just like the game so much I'll still play it. Like similar with KOF. Like we have a handful of players, but there'll be times that I'll be playing KOF and then everybody else in the scene will be playing Street Fighter or in any other fighting games. But I liked KOF so much that I'm willing to play this game alone however many times, even if like competition isn't readily available to me. Like I'll just prepare just for no reason. You know what I'm saying? Like if I go out of state and I play somebody, like we're playing this game, we have a common ground in this game, and like I don't care about how many people are playing this game if the net code is horrible or there's not that many people online. Like I think your like interest and fandom in the game, it really matters on how much you feel that you'll invest competitively in it, even if like
I
the
think it
numbers
does.
aren't that big.
It definitely is a factor. Like as I'm playing 13 still, I'm just like, damn, I'm still playing this game. Like,
Right,
it's like,
right.
I like all the characters individually
Yeah.
though. Like,
You're having
even
like
the
your
bad
own
guys.
individual fun in the game. You know what I'm saying? Even if like you're not gonna be playing somebody like weekly or something like that. It's like, yo, like I really like this game. I'm gonna keep practicing and become a better player, even though like competitively this ain't like a freaking like esports like numbered game or anything like that. So I mean, I definitely want people to know that yo, if you really like this game, like feel free to put the time into it. You know what I'm saying?
Agree.
Right. Because like we here in Minnesota, I mean we have a lot of people that play Street Fighter, a lot of people that play Guilty Gear, and I love Guilty Gear. You know what I'm saying? But I mean I still rock hard for KOF because I really like that game, even though not every single person is playing it, and we do have a decent sized crew. And oh yeah, another thing I've said it so many times, but it doesn't matter how many people are in your crew. It's just about how strong y'all are.
Yeah. I'd rather have like 2 or 3 strong players than like 8 or 10 weak players or mediocre.
Exactly, man. Like I've told this story before, man. I mean, of how 2 people that live in a small town can whoop up a whole city of players. You know what I'm saying? Because those 2 people, they've invested more time and research in the game than like a whole city of like mediocre players. So don't. Yeah. So if you live like in a state where you only have 2, 3 people playing and like y'all playing at least like a week or every 2 weeks or something like that, like be thankful for that.
Yeah, for real.
Take advantage of like just the amount of people y'all have and just keep playing no matter what.
Like I said, man, for people that play KOF, dude, just seriously think about the melee, community. Like they're so strong. You remember when Nintendo didn't want them streaming at Evo, but they couldn't deny them so bad. That point they were just like, you know what, y'all can stream it. That's what I want 13 to be, yo. Like.
Right. Well, I mean that's why we're doing this whole Dream Council Cup project to the point where when the next KOF game comes out, the community is already kind of ready, and then we can kind of just like have all these different events to the point where Evo, they want to put our game on there. We don't have to beg or anything. We don't have to like rely on like any kind of like money to put it on there. You know what I'm saying? We want them to come to us eventually.
Exactly.
Not to be a downer,
Mm-hmm.
but I'm honestly not waiting for KOF 14 to come out so I can like. That to me is such a, especially after that Pachinko stupid announcement. I was like, okay, I'll be married with kids and a life by then. So.
No. I wasn't saying like
Wait on it.
Yeah, I wasn't saying like, oh, let's stop playing KOF.
No. I got you.
Okay,
But I mean, like,
okay.
I'm talking to the new players. They're like, oh, I'll come play when the like KOF 14 comes out. I'm like,
Yeah.
no,
Yeah.
no.
I know. That's kind of a pet peeve for me too, man. I tell people, yo, play KOF now, man. Just play now. It's out. It's a good game, dude. Don't just wait for KOF 14. We don't know when that's coming out ever, man. We don't know.
And we've been following this a lot.
And
Yeah,
we don't even know if it'll be good. Like, not every KOF that's come out has been good. This one is enjoy.
I've said that a lot. I've said that quite a few times, man, because like, KOF games next to each other, man, they usually are a little, it's a little sus. The dream matches are always good. I mean, I think this KOF 13, I think it's like the best story-based KOF game. I'm trying to think of any others.
96 or 97.
Oh yeah, yeah. Well, for me personally, I mean, because I don't really play 97. I know it's a great game. I know a lot of people play it, especially in China.
Yeah.
Word. But yo, let's talk a little bit about y'all's gathering y'all had last week, man. Malik, can you and then Sendo, can y'all talk a little bit about the matches y'all had, because y'all streamed it, and a lot of people checked out the stream, man. I was kind of surprised.
Shout outs to all the viewers out there. For real, like, we don't even get that we don't even get that at UFO for Ultra Ram Bats, and we had like up to like 30 plus viewers at one point. So shout out to all the viewers out there that like followed. Well, pretty much I gotta go soon, so I'm just gonna sum up my experience because it was awesome. But pretty much with me and VCO and a friend who doesn't really play, he plays Ultra, but he played a little bit anyway. We drove down to San Antonio. Pretty much like right on time when I think Malik got there, right? Malik, like you had just gotten there.
Yeah. I got there like 10, 15 minutes later. It wasn't that long.
Yeah. And so we were there. We got there. Ultra Arcade. Shout out to Ultra Arcade, best arcade in Texas. I had been there before, but like they were so welcoming. Like it was crazy. Like they were like, oh, you want to stream?
Yeah.
Here you go. You want to set up? Here you go. You want DLC? I'll get it for you. Like it was crazy.
Yeah, dude, that was like, I'm not gonna lie, this is pretty like, I was like tweeting about that too on my Twitter, like, yo, they got like Marble 2 cabinet here, a Turtles in Time arcade game, and stuff like that. And the venue, you know, it's nice and cool in there. It's dark. There's some lighting. It's like a gamer's like place to go. You could just tell too being there.
Yep. And so we got there, set up the stream. Malik tweeted it pretty quickly. I think you tweeted also, right, Desmond?
Oh yes.
Yeah. So you tweeted also. We had a stream set up. Then we just pretty much kumite with Malik. Like everybody came in. Me and Malik warmed up some, played some stuff, then we played the first to 10. Malik's definitely rusty, but he hasn't held an actual controller in like I don't know, or a pat or stick in like I don't know how long. So I think that's probably a little bit foreign to him at the beginning. He's like, whoa!
It was.
What is this? What is this thing where I press buttons and pull this little stick thing around? I was like, okay, well, this is cool. And so we got to play some. Definitely get to play against new people. And like I said, like I'd seen Malik play. I had never actually played him, and so I knew he was. I know he's good. I know he's a great player. So I'm looking forward to playing him some more. Absolutely. And I guess have you played a lot of Joes before?
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Well, not a lot, but I played him. Like I said, I played Mordecai, and that was about it. Like, that was about it. I didn't really play the Joe matchup on the regular.
Oh, okay. Yeah, and so
I saw certain things I forget.
I remember at one point I caught him with like a air half moon in the corner, and he was like, can you get stun off of that? I was like, yeah, I can. He was like, man, this character. I was like, sorry, can't jump. But I mean, it was cool. I had a great time. But time flew, man. Like before we knew it,
I was getting so mad.
it was already 7:30. It was like, shit. Well, we gotta go eat because he's gotta go back to base soon. And so, like, I looked at my clock and it was already like 6:30 to 7, and we still wanted to play X Third, so we played some of that too. So I mean, it was a blast though. Like honestly, I just wish we could. I mean, we stayed longer afterwards. But Ben had to take Malik home, so he did. But we went out to eat a little Mexican restaurant. It was real chill. I mean, honestly, it was a really cool Saturday. I had a good time.
Yeah, from what I saw, man, y'all had a lot of fun, man. It was some pretty good matches. But yeah, I would like to say, man, thanks for all the people that checked it out as well, man, because that was a lot of people.
Neo Penny was in the stream. Shout out to Neo Penny. You be stream monster everywhere, son.
Neo Penny shows up at he's like the Dark Knight, bro. Like every time there's any kind of kill up anything, I'll see his name. I'm like, dang. Yeah.
Cool, and y'all might play again soon. I remember you said like maybe try something for Labor Day, right? Weekend.
Yeah. I was talking with Cinder. I was like, yeah, I'd like to get to play everyone possible. So we're gonna try that.
Okay. All right. Cool, man.
Hopefully,
do you have a console? Do you have a console, Malik?
No, I don't have anything. Like I was thinking about getting something. Yeah, I don't have anything, dude. I just have my phone. Like
I wouldn't. I mean,
I was like, man,
it's not gonna be worth it though, because it's like for the amount of time I'm gonna be here, and then I have to lug it back, and then when I go to my first duty station, it's like, you know.
Yeah, I wouldn't recommend it.
unless somebody would be like, yo, you can borrow this until you leave. Now that I could do, but buying something to own, yeah, that's not really smart.
If you want, I could let you borrow my PS3. But it'd be PS3, it wouldn't be Xbox. But you could have that in the game if you wanted.
Yeah, I would still need a stick too. So that's another thing.
Ben has an extra one. You could work that out with him. But if you need to borrow a system, I'm not using my console at all right now. So.
I'll be tight. Because I'd like to really do some walk. Oh, ow, my head. Practice this Hua stuff. Just get warmed up. But, it'll probably be better next time because it won't be a longer than a month gap interval between the next time I play. So.
Mm-hmm.
But,
Hey, yo, fellas, one thing I wanted to share with y'all real quick is y'all seen those Korean ratio lists, right?
No.
Yeah, of like player usage, and it's not a tier list, it's like player usage or something, and there's like a
Right, we did like a kind of a podcast about it. Well, what I have on the screen, can y'all see that, by the way?
Yeah, I can see that.
Okay, what about you, Sendo? Can you see it?
Yes.
Okay. Now, this is the one that they had a while back, like a month or two ago. And here's the updated version. All right, now keep in mind, just take a snapshot in your mind of this one. Now, here's the updated one.
Yeah.
You see the change a little bit?
Yeah, like there's some people moved down. A lot of people moved down actually, but I'm not. And this is a usage. I mean, some of those I really question. Like, how is Maxima 3?
Maybe they don't use them.
Well, no, but how is it even that high? You can't tell me more people use Maxima than K-Dash.
Oh, I said maybe they wait. Let me see. Oh, wait.
Maxima's above K-Dash.
Oh, I didn't see that. I thought maybe he dropped or something like that.
No, and then Kula's above K-Dash too. Like, I feel like K-Dash is the only person people use on that team, and he's below both of his teammates.
Billy is ratio 1. Wow.
Billy's 2.
Billy's 2.
He's next. He's next to Robert and Mai.
Yeah. I mean, for the most part, I feel like it's pretty accurate.
Right. For them, I guess.
I can't full screen it.
It's alright. Oh yeah, we're getting some of that. Echo again.
The echo now.
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah. No, I was just let me mute it so I can.
Okay. All right. Cool. But yeah, Andy. He's at one next to Elizabeth. So yeah, there probably isn't that many Elizabeth or Annie practitioners in Korea.
You know what's sad?
What's up?
Kind of. I mean, I can almost make my team with this. I mean,
wait, what's your team again?
I can almost make one of my main. Like, if I just take out Kim, I can make a team that I feel like I could do really, really well with still. Like
who?
I mean, if I put K-Dash and Joe, that's 4. So I have 3 more. So then I put Terry, and I feel like I could do well with that.
Oh, word. Yeah, that is your team then. All right.
I mean that's Terry's like a secondary, but I mean I still have Joe, and I think I do well with pretty decent with K-Dash. So I think Mysterio can still dominate all of us with it. Wait, no, never mind, because never mind. Psyche and King are a 4, so he can't even pick his team either. Never mind.
Okay. Well, that's interesting. Maybe in the future we'll talk a little bit more.
Man, they said King is ratio 4. That's funny.
I mean, if she's always put on point, I feel like that's okay. I think Diamond should not be 4. Like, that's ridiculous to me. I don't know what Gore's doing up there. He's lost. I think he wandered a little too high.
Hey, you know what? That's the beauty about this game, though. People have differences with character strengths in this game.
Yeah, I guess. But
it's good, because that means the game is, like, everyone has a concrete, like, okay, EX Yori and Karate are, like, the best. Like, there's no denying that. But like, you know, when it comes to everyone else, you know, people have different opinions.
Yeah, but like I wouldn't. I would put Psyche 3. I'd put Clark 3, Diamond 3. That's it.
Hmm.
And then I don't think I would ever put Ash. I don't think I'd ever put Kula number 3. I think she's lower than that.
Yeah, I could agree with that.
Really?
Yeah,
Yeah.
I don't. Kula, and then K-Dash should be 3 in my opinion also.
Hmm. You know what? Let me find something real quick, because because we did have one episode where we kind of made like a USA Canada kind of ratio list. Hold on, let me find it real quick. Damn, I'm getting an echo again. It sounds, man, this sounds like a police radio.
Can you hear it now? Or can you hear it now?
Let me see.
Nope.
Mic check. Okay. I guess not.
Why though?
Right. Let me see. Let me find it real quick. Hold on. If I can't find it, then forget it. Okay, yeah, I don't think I can find it anymore. It's all good. But anyways, like up here in Minnesota, we've been kind of like experimenting with a kind of a ratio list, just based on like character, frequency and stuff like that, and how like strong we individually think characters are. And I don't know, it's been pretty interesting. I mean, it's something to kind of do on the side, I feel. So I believe that every community should try to experiment a little bit with like a little ratio list to kind of mix things up, and before you can also learn new characters as well.
Uh-huh.
And it brings like a totally different dimension to the game. So yeah, I definitely think people should try it out. It's interesting, man.
Agreed.
All right. Well, before we get out of here, I want to know, man, what future topics or things y'all want to cover on this podcast, man, that we should do that we haven't done.
Have y'all talked about KF lore yet? Like the story, like
No, we
favorite
haven't.
characters and stuff. Okay, yeah, you should do that, and then like talk about like people's favorite like cosplays of characters. Have like images and stuff.
Mm-hmm.
I think that would, well, not me, but that would be a really good topic, and it's refreshing.
Right. Yeah, I think a KOF cosplay show would be fun, and maybe compare the different cosplays or whatever between each other. I think that might be cool.
Talk about that, and yeah, like I said, just like KOF lore, like characters and stuff like that, like why characters are favorites, and what characters are favorites, why, and like how they interact in storyline.
Right. Okay.
Because that's something we don't really talk about, but I feel like everyone can chime in on that.
Yeah. Okay. Sendo, what do you think?
I want to know more. Maybe I'm just out of the loop, but I want to know more about Dream Cancel Cup and stuff. And like, because isn't it approaching fairly soon? Isn't it like in January or something?
Yeah. Well, what questions do you have right now? Maybe I can answer them.
Like the seeding, like I know you said the cap isn't determined, where it's gonna be.
Where it's gonna be?
Yeah, like the pool, like cash, all sorts of stuff. Just like basic terms.
Wait. Hold on. Slow down. You said where? Like where the event's gonna be?
Yeah.
It's gonna be at in Colorado.
Oh, okay. I didn't know that. Okay.
Yeah. It's gonna be in an event called Winter Showdown 3, and
okay, so
KOF
are combining them.
Somewhat. It's going to be like an event in an event. The KOF like tournament will be called the Dream Cancel Cup in the Winter Showdown event. Just to start with right now.
Gotcha.
And as far as seeding goes, we're going to try to use the rankings. The ranking charts for every for every game. You know, for
Right.
like 2002 UM, 98 UM, and 13. We're gonna
Uh-huh.
use the points from there and try to properly seed people, and also based on like area.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Sure.
and also the prize pool. Yeah, that's something that we gotta have to talk about as far as getting people to contribute and stuff like that. Um, and also I wanted like cause yeah I wanted to talk with like y'all and Pedro because it's gonna be in his
Backyard.
in his in his area and he's gonna be hosting it Kings of Coal. I wanted to talk about like some sort of fundraiser that we can use to like help people that are the top ranking players to come out to the event.
Yeah.
Like for example, we raise like $1,000 and then kind of section a little bit of that money off to the different players that are that are top ranked. Like for example, like if like Shanghai wants to come by, like here's 250, or like if Makof or something wants to come, or Bowsy or ET or something like that, or Luis Cha or Mysterio, like yo, here's 200, here's 300 or something like that. You know what I'm saying? Just like small amounts to help them out with. Not like one big whole amount to help one big player. You know what I'm saying?
No, I get it.
Because I think like if you coming out to an event, I mean you are responsible for your own expenses, but I do think we should help them out a little bit, to make sure that they can they could be able to come, and also to help. I mean, not to help, but to have the community help and let the community be aware that this is happening and this is going on and this is the first one. And yeah, I kind of wanted I wanted to start that after Evo, but I just wanted to talk to people and see which amount was good and what proper ideas to go from that, and just in case people aren't feeling it. So yeah, that's something I have to talk with Pedro with and some other people and Mario E as well, because he has a lot of good ideas, I feel.
Yeah, for sure.
And yeah, Neo Penny, I think he said that. No, I think it was Mario. Mario said that like the fee, the entry fee for 13, it should be like some high rollers type of tournament, because this is a different kind of tournament.
I agree.
He said, now if y'all like disagree or whatever, just go ahead and say it. But he said that for KF 13, every player should put in $50.
Oh my God. Okay, I don't know about $50. I mean, I think that's a little high, but.
Oh. Mm-hmm.
I say 25, like I did.
Yeah,
for,
I would say
Battle
25
Royale.
or maybe 30, but 50 is a lot.
Okay.
Yeah, our scene is not like I get the idea, but 50, you gotta have some. That's like MLG status right there.
Yeah. Okay. I understand. And he also said a little lower for the 98 UM and 2002 UM.
Like 25.
Yeah. He did say half of 50. Yeah. And,
yeah,
when
I ain't balling like Jay-Z, so.
Right. Yeah. When I said that, like, all right, that's something I'm gonna have to talk with other people about.
I say 25.
Okay. And one idea that Neil Penny gave to me, he said that the top ranked player, like the number one ranked player, on our standings, they should have a free entry in the tournament. Do y'all think that's a good idea, or?
I think I agree with that.
That's fair. That's totally
They earned it. Yeah.
Okay.
We can cover that.
Okay. All right. Cool. And I think that was kind of it. But as far as determining like if we do the fundraising, who gets the monies, I think like we should probably have like maybe the top 3 of every game or something like that, and just kind of like cut it up. How many sort of ways? Maybe 4 ways, 5 ways. I don't know, but that depends on how.
I mean, those are details that can come later, obviously. I just didn't know even where it was, so.
Oh, okay.
Is it an open tourney or only the seeds can enter? That's what I thought it was only like.
Well, for this one, we kind of have to do like it's open to anyone, because like again
Okay. No, I just didn't know. Yeah, we just started, so yeah.
Yeah. Maybe for the future ones, I was thinking like for the future Dream Council Cups is like having like what they did for Fatal 8? for the Mortal Kombat Fatal 8 or whatever. I think they had just like everybody playing everybody like first to like 5 or something like that, and whoever got it was like a round robin. It was like a very hype round robin. I don't know like which way they structured it, but it was like a pretty big round robin or whatever, and then just have like the top ranks play each other that way or something like that. You know, that are able to come by, because I mean, again, we don't know like who will be able to attend and stuff like that. So
okay, all right.
Yeah. So yeah, we're just trying to start a little small, you know, that way for the next Dream Council Cup which will be probably a different city and scene, because we wanted to like travel around.
Hey, sorry to cut you all off, but I just want to say bye. I gotta go.
Okay.
All right, Sendo.
All right.
I'll talk with you more about the possibly tournament next week, yo. Just post in the group.
Yeah, I will. Sounds good.
All right, Sendo.
Man. All right, later.
Cool. Yeah, but like I was saying that you know, for the future Dream Council Cups, you know, we want it to be more like a traveling kind of event, you know what I'm saying?
Take it to different places. Like, it'd be nice if the next one would be on the East Coast. I ain't gonna lie.
Oh yeah. That'll be cool, man. The thing is that it is the community has to want it, and the community has to put in the effort all year to be able to host it. You know, like, because we said Kings of Co. We decided
obviously they earned it, because they haven't stopped.
Yeah, they stream a lot. They have helped out at Evo 2 years in a row as far as like streaming and stuff like that. They have good players, even though like they're the numbers aren't big. They're like, I think they're under like 8 players overall or something like that, maybe 6. But they're just a really, really good community. So that's what we're kind of looking at for the future Dream Council Cups, is that, you know, if your community has put in work, then y'all can host it.
I agree with that.
Word. But yeah, we'll talk more about this, maybe even in like, you know, kind of like in a think tank kind of private chat or whatever. I just got to see what's up with Pedro, man, and some other people like Lazy Fred, and then and you, of course, you know, if you down, you know, to kind of.
Oh, you know, I'm down.
Yeah, for sure. Word. All right. Well, yo, let's get up out here, man. I think we've kind of exhausted the discussion long enough.
Yeah, I can't think of nothing else I want to talk. Like, nothing else has really been going on with me. Like, honestly, that's just about it. Just, you know, been wanting to play the game more and get my life together, you know.
Word, that's cool, man. I mean, well, hopefully, man, this will inspire some other people to come on back, or to, you know, load the game up and play again.
Yeah, hopefully. I really do hope it does.
Cool. Well, why don't we get into some shout outs, man? Do you have any shout outs, man, or, you know, final words that you would like to share and you know, give to the people?
Just shout outs to like KOF and Dream Cancel, man. Like, you know, all the stuff I do, man. It's like, I ain't gonna lie and say there is no selfish, you know, intent, because like I do love competing and I love playing against people, which is why I strive so hard for the more competitive side. Like, I do have a casual side to me, but at the end, I like, you know, I do like going to tournaments and like, or just having sessions and getting some real serious grinding in. Like, that's just, it's really fun. And, you know, I just keep playing, man. You know, hey, if you feel like, you know, you're going to stop, or like, if you need some motivation, like, man, why should I play this? Just, you know, look deep down in yourself and just be like, man, I really like this, or find a reason, man. Just, you know, because life is too short. Like, this is pretty, you know, this is a pretty niche hobby for us. So, you know, like, you might as well do it like from the heart, I feel.
Right. I agree with that, man. All right, cool. Well, let me give the shout outs on my side real quick, or we're just going to redo the promo and plugs. Get the Dream Council t-shirts at dreamcouncil.spreadshirt.com. The funds raised from selling these shirts will be for the Dream Council Cup in January. We don't know the exact date just yet, so hopefully we can get a kind of a confirmed date on when Winter Showdown will be happening, which is hosting the Dream Council Cup, hosted by Kings of Co. So yeah, big eternal shout outs to them. They've been doing a lot of work for the KOF community. And yeah, they're just really good dudes as well. What else we got here? Yep, yes, and just get these shirts. This is Milito. This is Mysterio and Luis Cha. By KOF 2002 Unlimited Match on Steam. By King of Fighters 98 Ultimate Match Final Edition. Man, that's just so many titles, man. So many words in one title. Goodness gracious.
Yeah.
On Steam, get a KOF 13 Steam Edition. We're going to be having the Steam battle this Sunday, August 30th at 2 p.m. Central, 3 p.m. Eastern, 12 p.m. Pacific time. We'll be doing first to threes. If you want to know more information and to get, the links and the rules and whatnot, just go on dreamcastle.com. You'll find it pretty easily. And oh yeah, download Chatwing for you can chat with us. Through your smartphone and other people that are visiting dreamcastle.com. Shout outs to MexiKOF. Shout outs to Team Chaos. Big ups to Rochanaji. Download Teppa Talk for you can view the forums on Steam. And coming up in December, what was the date again? 11th, 14th?
11th through 13th, yeah.
13th, excuse me. Yeah, NEC 16. And there's a couple.
It's not final, but I'm pretty sure that's the date because it was either that or it was going to be Thanksgiving weekend. And I doubt if people are going to go to a major on Thanksgiving weekend. So yeah, it's probably
yeah, unless you don't have like any family or something like that. You know what I mean? But also it's a really busy travel weekend too.
Yeah. So that's probably why it's more than likely going to be. Hasn't been officially announced, but if you are like on Facebook, on Twitter, or go on SRK, Biggie Gaming will they'll announce the date like within the next 48 hours if you're watching this now, or you're gonna listen to it in the next 2 days.
Right. Okay. All right. Cool. So yeah, we'll be back pretty soon with another show, man. Yeah, I do want to do the KOF kind of story show and do like a KOF cosplay show and even like I know this is kind of a topic that's beaten to death, but even just kind of like talking about what people might want in another KOF game or something like that. And also I wanted to do something where examining KOF 13, kind of revisiting the wiki a little bit, talking about advantages and disadvantages for each character in the game.
Yeah.
Because we do have to kind of update the wiki a little bit because I was reading it and I was like, oh man, we might need to update it for the time now because like things have kind of changed a little bit and people found out some new things with certain characters. So that'll be kind of a cool show. I might hit up Fro Fighter for that one and anyone else that's interested.
Dynasty, he knows a lot.
Okay, all right, cool. That sounds good. And yeah, I think any other interviews that might come off the top of the head. Oh, might want to interview a Persona. He does the combo videos. Who else do you think we should interview, man?
Interview Persona would be a good one. We talked to a lot of people, man. Like, Texas crew.
Yeah. I'm just trying to think who we didn't like talk to yet. That's like
I know. Trying to find some new guys who have been active. Like that would be good.
Yeah, I would like to like to talk to some new heads that are kind of getting into the game a little bit because that'll kind of motivate some other new players. But yeah, if you have anybody in mind, and if I have anybody in mind, I'll let you know.
I definitely will. I'm good with communicating.
Word, cool, man. Oh, when do you leave Texas, man?
Should be the end of October.
Oh, so you're gonna be kind of there in Texas for like a little bit. Oh, that's cool. Or are you gonna be going on and off base? Like, are you gonna have like periods
when I can? Yes, I get off of here as often as I can. Not because I hate it, but because I'm here for so long.
Right.
So.
Okay. All right. Cool. Well, yeah. Again, we'll be back, y'all, fairly quick with another show. I definitely have some ideas for the next couple episodes. But yeah, we decided to take a little break. My crew, Minnesota, we're still playing KOF. I think we had a tournament actually like 2 weeks ago. 2 or 3 weeks ago. Here at the house, I streamed it.
Nice.
So yeah, and we're actually gonna have 2002 at a tournament in 2 weeks, and another kind of triple KOF tournament in next week. I mean, excuse me, next month for September. So yeah, just keep playing, y'all. If you're listening, just keep playing as much as you can. If you play online, like I said before, there's a Steam battle next week. And, check it out. That way you can kind of trade, Steam IDs with people. Just keep playing as much as you can. If you've been playing this game for like a long time, I mean, yeah, it's cool to take a break, but again, like try your best to motivate and help other people that are currently playing. Because I know sometimes like if when you kind of take a break from a game or you feel kind of like frustrated, you want to like take other people with you. You know what I mean?
Yeah, some people like to do that, unfortunately.
Yeah, like, oh, I don't like this game no more, man. Like, I'm a, make sure other people feel the same way. Like, no. Like one thing I've been doing, like, I don't even really be telling people if I'm taking breaks anymore. You know what I'm saying? Because that makes other people want to take breaks too when they probably shouldn't.
or don't even want to.
Yeah, exactly. So yeah, I think that was a good tip that somebody gave me. Just keep it on a hush if you frustrated or about a certain game.
Like people feed off of people's energies. So
Yep. That's perfect. Like explanation.
Hopefully, my energy of being enthusiastic about the game rubs off on people.
Oh man,
makes them want to go in.
Oh yeah, it definitely does, man. Because I've said it before, man. Because we've had people come here in Minnesota playing certain games, and the enthusiasm makes people want to just play, and the fact that they know so much, it makes people want to learn too. So all it takes is like one person. Sometimes I think a lot of times people kind of wait on other people too much, or wait on.
They definitely do.
Yeah. But that's how kind of these fighting games are competitively, and even if you play casually, like even if you don't play competitively, like you'll eventually at a certain point in time turn into a competitive player. You know what I'm saying? But just make sure like you communicating with other people as well, and just keep playing KOF as much as you can. You know what I'm saying? Just keep playing, keep learning the game. There's resources out there. There's videos. Like I think when I'm done here, I might watch the dueling the KOF for KOF 13. that Gunsmith posted on Rochinaji, in one of his articles, and I'm gonna definitely check that out. Man, there's so much stuff to watch, dude. Like,
yeah, there is. I wish I could watch it, but like I'm pretty sure I already went over my data limit just being on this call. But it's like whatever.
Oh
it's
damn,
a small price to pay.
Oh,
nah,
damn.
it's all good. It's all good.
Word. Okay. All right. Cool, man.
Fault.
Oh no. I know them bills can be kind of a beast, man. Cause
yeah.
I remember
I killed it though. Like the first like week I killed like a lot of my data just watching YouTube videos and catching up with stuff. I was like, oh crap. I didn't realize how much data I'm using. Oh, hard lesson to be learned.
Word. But yo, I want to thank everybody for watching this episode. If you like it, give it a thumbs up. If you have any questions, post it in the comment, share it on Facebook, share it on Twitter. Let everybody that plays KOF for fighting games to check out this episode, and we'll be back pretty soon. Yes, indeed. Keep playing KOF, and we'll see y'all later. Peace,
guys.